So, first fun little clip. Did you know that Aaron is trying really hard? Like, here's what I love about Aaron. Aaron's like, he's a scheming little fuck, but he's too stupid not to say out loud the quiet parts, which is very, very funny. So, which one should we play for? Actually, we'll do this one first. Let's do this one first.
I'll never put on a life jacket again. I believe it or not, and this is, I mean, if you think I'm a douche now, I've gotten way better.
I can't use DraftKings in Florida, Lucas. I have to use shady out-of-country ones, or legally I have to use the Hard Rock app.
It's high school. For a play audition. That's right, boys and girls. A play audition.
Guys, you wouldn't believe it, but Aaron was a theater. Yeah, we believe it. We believe it.
Was in plays in high school.
Look, I know you guys think I'm just this big dick Chad who's the greatest at radio. Everyone loves me. The chicks worship me. The guys want to be me. All that kind of stuff. But believe it or not, would you believe I tried out for a school play that I'm such... Could you believe I was that big of a... Yeah, we believe it.
Cool. I played football, basketball, baseball, and I was in dramas. So I was either I was either a tough guy athlete with a heart of gold that...
You weren't. Let's hang on. We're ruling on that. Motion denied. Move on, counselor. Nobody thinks that. What's your next theory?
Acted, or I was a closeted homosexual trying to prove my masculinity.
That makes more sense. Absolute unit in the chat said, according to Aaron this morning, Nightwave is angry because he's not a dad. Get me that clip. I want to let's break that clip down. Yeah, because I need to be a dad. Hey, Aaron, you know the difference? It was just the money gun, not the real gun. Lucas Hardar said Aaron isn't a dad. His kids already have a dad. Yeah, Aaron, you're barely a dad. I want to see that clip. I want to see the people telling me is Aaron going that route with it? Oh, yeah, he's just jealous. Oh, because he's not a father. You know what? Mersh is jealous that he's not paying child support. Aaron, you're right. I'm jealous that I don't have kids that I barely see, that I pay money to a woman for, a woman who has a protection order out against me because I was talking about while my new chick flicked her bean. You're right, Aaron. Aaron, you're right. If I could Freaky Friday with you, I totally would. I would totally trade places with you in a heartbeat. Triple N, yeah, he was basically saying anyone without a kid goes crazy. Yeah, no, or maybe it's just a cope for people that are paying fucking $1,500 a month. Maybe, you know what it is? Like I strongly encourage people. You should, if you want to have a family, It's great. But you know what happens is, Aaron, and this is just the God's honest truth, Aaron. What happens is that some of us recognize our limitations in life. Some of us recognize that we have sex addictions and other issues that prevent us from holding down interpersonal relationships. Some of us understand that we're megalomaniacal and narcissists, like you don't realize. Some of us think we can go to therapy and fix ourselves, like you, even though you're just as terrible as you've always been. Unlike you, Aaron, I realized my limitations early in life and decided that I wasn't going to recklessly and blindly bring children into this world just so that I could have 2 or 3 kids. And when my wife's pregnant with the 3rd one, I start cheating on her with a fan. Remember that, Aaron? Remember when you cheated on your beautiful wife, author Ashley LaRue, for a skank from Litchfeld? Remember that? Remember when you started dicking down a fan behind your wife's back while her body was dedicating all of its available resources to keeping your beautiful baby alive in her womb? But you were out getting your dick sucked at a live remote for fucking concert tickets? 'Cause Pepperidge Farm remembers, Aaron. Maybe some of us realize that, I realize that if I knocked a bitch up, especially for the second or third time, and we're married and I get stuck in this goddamn repetitive fucking routine every day, I know I would just cheat on her with a fan, get my dick sucked. I probably wouldn't leave her for a fan, but you left your wife for a fan while she was pregnant. No, you're right, Aaron. It's better to be a piece of shit father than to not be a father at all. Congratulations. You putting your kid's business out on the internet. Yeah, congratulations. Your kids are going to go to high school someday, and this fucking big-titted, narrow-shouldered nerd is going to be talking about how he's 0-2 in boxing and 0-2 in getting cucked. You're right, Aaron. I should have been like you, recklessly bought some kids into the world that are going to have to grow up someday and go to high school and be Mersh's kids. Like your kids are going to have to be Aaron Imholt's kids. Yeah, you're right, Aaron. You made the right call. That's why I'm unhappy. Imagine thinking you're a better guy because you're a shitty dad who's buying your fucking 10-year-old daughter Weird Al tickets. As somebody in the chat pointed out, somebody who was born in 2014 really wants to go see Weird Al in 6 months instead of, I don't know, literally any other gift she could have right now. Aaron, you're not a better man than me because you're a shitty father. That doesn't make you better. Any one of us could come in a bitch. I could go out tonight and knock a bitch up if I wanted to. Do you think my sperm or my dick don't work? No, it was because I made wise choices in life to avoid these types of things. To avoid creating a family that I would eventually abandon. Like you did. You abandoned your family for a woman who decided to suck Nick Rekieta's dick for a couple of lines of blow. You left your family for that. And as you continue to bury April as this materialistic piece of shit, selfish cunt, you left your wife and kids, your pregnant wife, and already existing children for that. Does that make you good? No, it makes you inherently worse. Every time names come up, Ashley, April, Nick Rekieta, Kayla Rekieta, all these people, you are always the worst guy. Everyone has come together. Like the meme with everyone putting their swords in the middle of the round table. The entire internet has decided that in every scenario that involves you, you are the biggest piece of shit in that scenario. Again, Aaron, you don't get brownie points for being a shitty father because I'm not a father. That doesn't compute with anyone. Keep coping, you little skinny
I'll let you guys decide which one it was. But Chips and Diff says you're not helping the gay rumor. One of my auditions in high school was the Indianapolis.
Monty Dyke, hey Mersh, you never made good choices. LOL in life, LOL. I don't know why you're scatterbrained and writing it that way. I made plenty of good decisions, like not impregnating a woman so I could leave her for a fan. No, Jim, we went 2 hours without it. We're now dunking on Aaron, so sorry you were late.
A speech from Jaws. I did that monologue. I did the knock and everything. I used to have that whole Indianapolis speech committed to memory. I'm not very good at remembering like individual, and I know you're going to call bullshit on this. I'm not good at recalling individual scenes of movies that I love and like ranking them as my favorite. If gun to my head, you just go favorite scene in any movie, I go Indianapolis speech in Jaws. One of the best scenes in any movie, and like
he wants to be Kumia so bad. Kumia's obsessed with Jaws. Aaron's obsessed with Jaws. Like Aaron has you've shaped your entire personality around a disgraced racist who, by the way, also doesn't have kids. It's weird. You still suck Kumia's dick. He doesn't have kids. He beats up women.
Underrated scene in movies is Mel Gibson and Gary Sinise.
I want the clip of him saying, Mersh is unhappy because he doesn't have kids. Yeah, you're right. I should be a shitty dad. Being a shitty dad rules, huh, Aaron? Does that give you satisfaction in life? Does that fulfill you, being a shitty father who buys shitty, selfless gifts for people? By the way, he literally just recently on his show said something about getting his dad, like, I wanted to get my dad a gift, so I was going to get Vikings tickets. Aaron's only concept of gifts for people is letting you accompany him to things he enjoys. Out of all of his narcissistic traits, and he possesses many of them. Again, this is a guy who left his pregnant wife for a fan from Litchfield. A fucking skank who worked in a factory and was willing to suck anyone's dick as if they were going to buy her a truck. These are your words. You left your fucking pregnant wife and children behind to fend for themselves so you could get your dick sucked by a girl who just wanted you to buy her a truck. That's you. You're that guy. But keep talking shit about me. Ooh, is this it? San Rhino got it. Stupid fuck. He even does the O&A, the fucking the good, the bad, and the ugly. What are you doing, bro? Come up with your own fucking personality, bro. What a waste. What a waste of bandwidth. If I was YouTube, I would just ban this guy for streaming for so many hours and being useless. Is this it?
Bad. And apparently, and I didn't realize that people like that there's this big cabal, there's this big coalition. I didn't realize that I was the fucking Napoleon of small-time podcasts.
He really thinks who the fuck he is. Aaron, we are laughing at you. There's no conspiracy. There's no coalition. There's no confederacy. Me and Melton aren't gonna be fucking hugging and kissing each other on the cheek and being. I'm not gonna be pals with Chad Zumach. We are all laughing at you. You are literally trying to gaslight your audience into thinking that you've got us all so worked up that we gotta get this Aaron guy. Nobody's trying to get you. Nobody wants to take your channel down. I want you to stream forever to increasingly less amounts of money. I want you to come on one day and just yourself on the air. Not because I hate you, but because it'll be good content.
That the royal families have to build this coalition and go, we have to get him, which is a fucking honor. Like I said, best.
Nobody's getting you. We're laughing at you. Aaron, we're just laughing at you. It's easy. It's easy to kill a little bit of extra time. You know, tonight's a light dono night. I'm not going to waste fucking any kind of good prep. Not on this cheap ass audience. So this is what we do. We just make fun of you for the last like 20, 30 minutes of the show. I do an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes without mentioning you. And then at the end, we just like to kind of dunk on you because you're a fucking dork and the whole internet doesn't like you. You're the most unlikable guy and we're all laughing.
Best heel in the business, Napoleon of small time.
He thinks he's the best heel in the business. That's the other thing he keeps doing. I'm the best heel in the business. Again, Aaron wants his dwindling audience to be convinced. And literally, all you have to do, and the funny thing is, by the way, Aaron, You're gonna fall into a weird trap now because you're trying to gaslight your dwindling audience into thinking that everyone's so worked up about you and they're so mad about you, right? But what's gonna happen is, and I dare anyone to go right now to YouTube and type in steel toe. Search for steel toe. What comes up the most? Same thing when Chris Cuomo started his show. It was Revenge of the Sisters coverage, not Chris Cuomo clips. It's everyone making fun of you. Your audience is gonna find these clips saying that they made fun of you or whatever. That's all it's going to be. Nobody's trying to take you down, Aaron. We're just fucking laughing at you because you're a fucking idiot and you keep stepping on rakes. Chevy fan says, Pothoff was saying ROTC never lost YouTube. You took it down yourself. Odd guy he is. Yeah, even though there's clearly a fucking email that we have from YouTube saying we've restored your channel. Honestly, man, at this point in 2024, anyone who listens to anything, like I know Jesse has some fans that are in on the bit and are playing along, but if anyone's actually listening to him objectively, you're fucking the guy does nothing but lie. He's a 30-something-year-old guy still relying on 10-year-old internet tricks, bro. The guy has not learned a new trick in forever. It's getting sad, dude.
Nobody podcasters, the king of this shit, really. I guess Mersh on one of these clips was like, Aaron does fake donos. And
by the way, first of all, Mersh didn't start that theory. A lot of people think you fake dono yourself.
I don't think he was having a seizure while he said it.
And by the way, oh, good seizure reference. By the way, hey, Aaron, was this your guy? It's funny. What did he say this morning, right? Let me ask you something. Is David Phillips one of your guys? Is 23 spelled out showdave@gmail.com one of your guys? David Phillips, 23 showdave. 3 days ago, I got an email from somebody. Hey, this morning Aaron was having problems at OBS. And to test it out, he showed a chat on screen. Apparently, this guy tried to send me. Is this you? Is this one of your guys? Aaron, is this one of your guys 3 days ago? This thing I never talked about on the show. Was this you trying to bait me and then you didn't even watch my show? He had somebody send me bait 3 days ago and thought I cared enough about him to jump on it. But the email was such a nothing burger, I never covered this. Possible proof of Aaron's fake donos 3 days ago. I never get emails like this. I haven't mentioned Aaron having fake donos in probably 2 months. I haven't even brought up him doing fake donos. But 3 days ago, this 23 showdave@gmail.com was like, yo, I've got proof. Hey, this morning Aaron was having problems with OBS because of the plugin Aaron was using that was given to him by Alex Stein. Another name you're dropping to make me think I'm on your side. To test it out, he showed a chat on the screen by a username, Grey Duck. Apparently, Grey Duck is a variation of Duck Duck Goose out of Minnesota. I believe that this Grey Duck is in fact Aaron and one of his possibly many fake accounts that he uses to donate to himself. I'm including 2 attachments for you to look at, one of them from today's show. I don't know this person. I've never heard from this person. This person's not a Nightwave fan. You tried to get me to jump on this like Grey Duck. Grey Duckling? Bum, bum, bum. Like I was going to do a whole segment on it. And I read this email and I went, oh, okay. Didn't even care. I literally looked at this and went, eh. And then I went on to read one of fucking San Rhino's excessive emails instead. Aaron's trying to create stuff, and I'm going to show you in the next video. He's trying to get beef going because nobody's donating anymore. Nobody gives a fuck. So he's doing this. Yeah, I heard Mersh saying I had fake donos. I said you had fake donos like 2 months ago. And then I get this thing 3 days ago from a guy over a thing I haven't said in months. Like, I know Aaron's donos are fake. Some of them. I don't need to make a whole fucking thing about it. Every once in a while, you fake it. It's fine. But when you send stuff to me, Aaron, I know that's easy. By the way, I don't even think that's a fan. Aaron, that's you. 2023 show, Dave? Come on, man. Like, buddy, I didn't talk about it. You had a guy send something 3 days ago. You're too lazy to watch my show. You assume I'm as lazy as you are, and I just read every email that somebody will give me that looks like a scoop. But I don't. I've been doing the babyface thing, man. I've been trying to be a babyface, but I think we got to switch it up. I think I have to switch heel again. Well, wait a minute. No, I really am the babyface in this. He's the one being a and I don't need to switch heel. I just need to be a meaner fucking babyface now. Aaron. You don't. I'm gonna be very, very nice to you. You do not want. Here's the thing. I know, Aaron. You keep thinking, I'm trying to take you down. You know, the thing about a guy like Mersh is, I'm the ultimate heel, and I'm getting under his shit, ba, 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 ba. I have been laughing at you up to this point. I haven't actually. Here's the difference. There's laughing at you. Then there's actively fucking with you. I have been doing a lot of the one, not so much the other. If Aaron Imholt ever refers to me as a small-time streamer ever again, we will graduate to fucking with you. You want to play that fucking game, dude? I have been having fun so far and laughing at you. If you would like me to start creating misery for you, I will happily swerve into that territory if it's something you are dedicated to seeing happen. I have 815 people watching me at 12:17 midnight on Rumble alone. I have a show that's back on YouTube. Hasn't been on YouTube in a year. Is just finding its footing again and pulls better numbers than you. I would highly recommend you walk back your comments, Aaron. I'll make a deal, Aaron. You can cry about me not having kids that I can leave behind like a shitty father like you. You can try to condescend to me about almost anything you want. Lifestyles, where I live, whatever. If you even so much as one more time ever imply that compared to you, I'm a small-time streamer, you will not be a fucking streamer. Are we clear? I'll burn everything you love, the few little scraps of your life that you still have held in your sweet little fucking ample bosoms. I will tear everything away from you. I am not small time. I did radio in a bigger market than you did. I did fill-in middays on a bigger market than you did, and weekends on a bigger market than you did. Don't ever try to imply to people ever again that I am a small-time streamer. You are a fucking ant. You are an ant to me. I'm not begging for money. I'm not crying for money. I had almost 10 liters of water in my home this week, and it was devastating. My cats almost died. You see me upset? No. I came in tonight. I worked over fucking time. Overtime. to get Casa de Bad Luck Boys up and running, get the internet going so I could get here and do a show today. You know what I did today? I woke up, couldn't shower, no water. The water still wasn't working. I had to drag it, and the original plan, I told Royce last night, yeah, the house flooded. I'm going to remote in if the internet comes back in time, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, I get it, bro. You had flooding too, whatever. So I was going to remote in. I wake up today. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I wake up and I'm like, fuck, and I'm first thing I'm checking is internet. Because if the internet was working, I'd have just went back to sleep for another hour and then done ROTC when I wanted to do it. But instead, I see that I'm still on mobile data. So I'm like, fuck. So I reset my router. I take a shower. Well, I didn't take a shower. Usually would take a shower. I reset my router. I go to take a shower. No water. Like, this is fun. Whatever. Go back. It's still sputtering, like kind of leaking out. I'm like, oh, that's not water. It's great. Leave the shit unplugged. Have a giant glass of water like I do in the morning because the Rumble ads told me I need to drink cold water in the morning. That's how you avoid diabetes. And then, I don't know, you got to drink water that has like Chuck Norris cum in it. I don't know, something like that. So I do that, and I smoke my cigarette. I'm trying to wake up. Reset the router. No internet. So I drive in over tree branches and shit today to go to get to Royce's house. And then I drive back. By the way, it took about an hour and 15 minutes to get home because everyone's moving west in Florida. So I had to do everything I didn't want to do today and then leave my house still kind of like I cleaned up the excess water, but I still had a bunch of wet shit in my foyer that I couldn't get taken care of in time. And I'm like, fuck, and I just got to go to Royce's. And I had to come back tonight, rush back here, clean up the floor, clean up the flooding, get all my shit, put all the wet towels and shit outside so don't stick up the house. Doing all this shit. And I did my fucking show. And we're 2 hours and 22 minutes into a fucking show where I barely begged for money. And guess what? I didn't make shit tonight because these fucking losers are broke. They're pretending like they're the ones that were in a hurricane. I'm not in a hurricane. These fucking asshole losers aren't giving me money tonight, but I'm still here doing a better show than you, cutting better heel promos than you, and I'm a fucking baby face. Aaron, please do not test me. And in no way do I want this to be some kind of misconstrued thing where he goes, oh, he's threatening gay ops. He's going to take my channel down. I don't do that, and the Judas Goats don't do that. By the way, do you really want to put a group called the Toe Boys up against a group called the Judas Goats? I wouldn't. Aaron, I cannot stress to you enough at this point. I am still, in a fucked up way, being nice to you. I still see you for the Midwestern dork that you are. A guy that I would stuff in a locker at any point in my life. I know you do the boxing thing, and you do this thing, and you do that thing, and I do this thing called cheating. You know what I mean? I do this thing called biting. You know what I mean? I know, you're good with the Philly shell or whatever you call it, or the fucking, well, yeah, I do with the defense and the offense, and my hook is, yeah, it's great. I'll one of your fingers off and be like, this man was assaulting me. Officer, I want him arrested. Like, understand, I don't care. I'll use mace. I'll lie. I'll pull a you if it gets too bad. At the end of the day, I'll find a way to win. So please don't do this. This isn't a threat of gay ops. This isn't a threat of taking your channel down. It's not a physical threat. But I swear to God, if you really want us to start fucking with you, and I know what you think, man, when everybody starts giving me attention, it's another win for the toe. I'm getting attention. My people will give you the kind of attention you don't want, and you're not going to profit from it. You're going to look like a bitch, like a cuck. I will make you look like Ricada. And I will treat your audience like April. And I will fuck them in their pussy in front of you while you make my kids SpaghettiOs.